Greetings, photographer. Do you want to gain some experience points? Do you want to level up your character? Do you want to discover and find some photographic artifacts? And this is a gauntlet slap to you to join me on a photographic side quest. What is a photographic side quest, you ask? Well, I'm glad you asked, viewer. I want you to have a go also shooting a small mini project, a mini side quest photo project, and send me what you get. I will share it on this channel. I'll do an episode in a few months' time and I'll pick some work out. I'll link to your Instagram. If you have any mock-ups of a book dummy you do, whatever, send it to me, I will share it, okay? Because I know it can be really depressing in the 21st century being a photographer in that, one, it's really impossible to make long-form photo projects because quite simply, you can't sell them to magazines anymore. There's no funding. Yes, there are people who spend 10 years as part-time photographers doing a project, but man, that's not fair, is it? That sucks. So here's a clever idea. I'm going to talk you through this quick and easy side quest photo project. And yeah, there we go. So today's episode, in short, is me trying to convince you to make a succinct, say, 6-week photo project about where you live. So recently I've been out walking a bit more. I kind of wrecked my back being a photographer. I knew walking was kind of helping. You know, what's a nice way of not spoiling a walk? No, what's that? Is that golf?
Yeah, and now you're gonna die wearing that stupid little hat.
Golf's a nice way of spoiling a walk, whereas photography, I was just taking a camera with me. But I was only taking a camera in a very small bag with one lens just to keep the weight down. And I started walking around a few places that I knew locally. I've always thought I wanted to photograph a few things I thought would look cool. And it just snowballed. I had ideas for the project as I walked around. The more I photographed, and this is the cool thing as well, I was shooting on digital. I could see what I was doing technically. So as I took a photograph, and I was doing some wacky stuff, man. I was taking crazy punts on exposures I would never do shooting film, because like chances are it wouldn't work. But with digital, bang, I was photographing. So look, when it comes to upgrading your XP points of your photo character, this is a great idea, okay? And there's nothing stopping you. There's so many cool projects around where you live. I'm going to do a little list of ideas later on, but again, you got to do this, guys, seriously. I've been teaching at the Margate School. We have a module 5 where people do their own kind of personal projects. It's like the major project of the 1-year postgrad course. And I thought I would jump in and do one too. So over 6 weeks, while my students were doing a project, I was doing a little project as well. It's all kind of focusing on nature, but you know, I'll flash up some of the photos. It's not your normal kind of nature pictures. And I've got this crazy story I've written to go alongside it. It's like 8,000 words at the moment. It's pretty bonkers. But you know, that's just something I've been interested in, and that's how I've thrown this together. You don't have to do that. Here's a bunch of ideas of things that you could do locally, okay? What's local that interests you? There's chances are things that are near to you, you've always just kind of gone past on your quest to a further project or something else because you thought, oh, it's better, it's further away. It's a classic trap of like novice photographers. They think they have to fly to another country. It's there, man. It's outside your front door. Just go get it, all right? So go to those places that have interested you visually. And they're getting a great tip now, guys, as well. Pick visual stuff. Don't make it difficult for yourself. You see all these kind of student photographers or kind of more fine art photographers, they pick the most convoluted conceptual ideas and try and illustrate them, and then they fail. Because it's like, dude, what are you trying to do? Find things locally that are visual, go photograph them. Also, because you're photographing locally, you can go back again, you can have more and more goes. Man, the amount of students I've seen have basically just gone on holiday to like Marrakesh or something. They come back with some okay photos, but they can't add to it. They can't, pun intended, develop their photography. Okay, but if you're photographing where you live, you can go back again and again and again each day. And I think in 6 weeks, I probably only photographed 8 or 9 times, but it was amazing. I felt really inspired. I felt really excited. I'd come back, I'd quickly edit on the same day and be like, these work, these work, these work. And what does that lead to? What people interest you? Are there any characters locally? Or maybe there's a whole group of people that interest you. Go get them. Does your area have any specific history you could tap into and be inspired to make a project that way? Are there any stories written locally? Are any writers of note who've based stories around your area? And have any people of note lived here? Now here in this sleepy little seaside town, Van Gogh lived here and Karl Marx lived here. Well, how's that? So again, you can think about that for informing kind of the project that you want to try and make. And yeah, I know you could do street photography. Great, you do the street. You wrap the camera strap around your hand, you take photographs of nothing. I hate to say it, man, but like literally it's the equivalent of wanking. You might as well be having a wank. Because you're just taking, yeah, you might get some amazing compositions. Oh, look at the line, look at these compositions. But it means nothing. It's soulless. It's two-dimensional, right? What I want you to do with this 6-week side quest project is start to really build a story to go deeper. It's so much more rewarding. than wanking. Okay? It's a relationship, baby. So what have I been up to? I don't want to get into it too much as it's still a work in progress, but essentially I've been shooting on my DSLR because it costs nothing. And as I'm local, there's loads of places I know that I thought would look cool, and I've just been going to them. I've been going to these places I've intended to go for years and just taking a couple of photos, experimenting as I take the photos to think, well, maybe I'll try this, maybe I'll try that. And then, yeah, it's like fast tracking your visual style, essentially, because that's the other thing you can do with this side quest. If you think you don't have a visual style, try and be a bit disciplined for this little side quest and shoot it all in a consistent way, and that's very much to do with editing. I think I'm going to do a members video soon about that very topic, because it's a really important topic in the 21st century where we're drowning in imagery. Final thing, I've been posting a photo, I did it I think for a month on Instagram of the side quest as I was going. I got loads of engagement, I think it was really nice of people. I was sharing kind of my thoughts about the process in the text. It wasn't just images, guys, I was sort of talking about the process and wacky ideas. And I found it really, really great, especially that I was sharing a lot of photos that aren't even going to make the edit. I was sharing the outs, which essentially aren't the best photos. And I think that was cool as well, because everyone's always trying to do that Instagram sharing the banger thing. And it's like, well, so what does that even mean? My ambition for this is I'm going to make a little cool book, probably digitally printed. It'll have this sort of story that I've written. It's currently 8,000 words in these photos. And it'll be really cool and contained and done. And that's the most important thing. It will be done. So if you've never made a photography project before, you can do this in 6 weeks as well. You have zero excuse. And if you please, please, please do it, send me what you get. Send me a nice edit of images, like nice 10 images, or if you make a mock-up for a book dummy, share it to me. I'll share it on the channel. Yeah, I've got like nearly 6,000 subscribers. That's not much really in the greater scheme of things, but these are people really into photography. And you know what? You go to some big institutions of photography all over the world, they do a talk, there's probably only max like 50 people, at least in the UK. You know, even my videos that totally bomb get at least 500 views. So yeah, let me help you, you help yourself. And yeah, maybe this is cool. Maybe we can use this as a means of distribution, because obviously the magazines aren't interested. Making an exhibition costs loads of money, but you know, do something succinct, do something for yourself, do something that's personal. You'll grow, you'll develop your visual style, and you'll finish something. And by finishing something, the next time you start the next project, you would have learned so much. And remember, done is better than perfect. Mwah! Good luck, everyone, on your side quests. And this is Pegwell Bay on the southeast coast. Over here you've got France, and yeah, this is where the Romans landed a couple of thousand years ago. They had to do it twice, but yeah, this is where they landed. And we didn't always think that. We thought other places, but it turns out it was here. And yeah, I'm trying something a little bit weird. I mean, literally, this is like the opposite of what I normally want to do. There's literally nothing here. It's really dry. I normally like getting where there's lots of people and action and things, and here I am. In the wilderness, in the middle of nowhere, talking to myself as usual. Talking to myself. Maybe this is all an excuse to talk to myself, to legitimise this madness, I don't know. But here we are, and maybe I'll upload some photos of the little side questing I've been doing. Maybe you watch this and you're like, yeah, cool Ed, that was a quick video, and you know why? I'm just saying, get out. Get your camera, get out. I mean, look at it, you can do better than this, right? Look at this, just look at this shit. There's nothing here. It's boring as hell. But hopefully photographically I've managed to find something. Oh, and ducks. This is always weird. Look. There's freaking ducks. Why are the ducks on the beach? Isn't that a bit weird? Why are the ducks on the beach?